It's working? Hey, all right, we got it to work. All right, y'all. So, good morning. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, this is Tremaine. I own a company called Mind Over Money, where we're on a mission to help you manage your money better so you can get back to enjoying life. We also have a brand called Favor and Finance, where we talk about all things related to building faith and making sure that you don't believe that money is bad. Right. All right. So today we're going to dive into four ways to help you put your child ahead. So I jotted down some notes, some ways to help you really, create a platform for your child to step on so that they don't have to start from zero, right? We don't do all this hard work so that our kids have to repeat it and start all over again. So I'm going to share some tips to help you with that. If you know anybody with children that is looking for ways to set their kids up, share this with them. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. You'll see more lives like this. We have videos uploaded every single Wednesday, sharing educational content to make finance digestible for you and easy to understand. All right, so let's get into it. The first tip of the four is to start saving now. Okay, you can use vehicles like high yield savings accounts, UTMAs, or uniform transfer to minor accounts, where the money can be put away and you as the custodian still have control over the assets, right? The good thing about leveraging savings vehicles and having them for the children, right, having them in custodial accounts, is that this is also a good way to shift income and to reduce tax liability, right? Because for children, any interest earned in the savings accounts is not taxed up to $1,300. So if you think about as money accrues in your savings account, right? Depending on how often the interest is paid out, typically it's every month. At the end of the month, there's a little bit of interest that's earned. Well, that interest that is earned, once it exceeds a certain amount, it gets taxed. And so for children in those custodial accounts, that amount doesn't get taxed if it's less than $1,300. So, with the interest rates, it's going to depend how quickly you earn $1,300 in interest. But if you continue to save for your kids, over time, not having $1,300 taxed um, can also assist with getting that jump, that head start, right? Especially if it's year after year. And so that $1,300 limit, of course, is for 2024. And every single year we see that the limits on how much is taxed typically increases, right? And so as we're talking about this in 2024, if you're watching this in a later year, know that the limit is probably higher. So you want to go by whatever the limit is for that year. Right. So that's number one. Let's start saving now. Let's get this money into these custodial accounts, UTMA, uniform transfer to minor account, and leverage a high yield savings. If you're not sure how to start investing yet, leverage that high yield savings so that you can start to put money away, accumulate some interest, and not pay taxes on it. All right. So that's the first tip. Tip number two, we need to get into these 529 plans, okay? I think that many of us may not be so excited about the accounts because we see limitation when we hear 529, right? So 529 is a college savings account. It is designed to help us save for future tuition expenses, room and board, things that are going to help our children with secondary education. And so one of the great things now about 529 plans is that yes, we can put the money in, and if we use it for education expenses, we don't pay taxes on it, right? But the other good thing is now up to $35,000 in your 529 accounts can be rolled into a minor Roth IRA. I know you don't know how exciting that is right now because I haven't explained to you how great a minor Roth IRA is, but what you just need to know for now is that leveraging a 529, and let's say your kids don't need the money for college, right? They get scholarships and grants and all the beautiful things, and they don't need all the money that you put away for the 529. Well, it's not wasted, and you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm going to incur a penalty, right? Because up to $35,000 can be moved into a different type of tax advantaged account. We love this, right? Also, with 529s, if you have multiple children, right, you can change the beneficiary on different years so that the funds are not wasted. Up to $10,000 can also be used to pay back student loans. So there really is some more flexibility being built into these types of accounts where you don't have to feel like it's so rigid, and it's just more beneficial not to use it to avoid all the rules, right? They heard our cries, and now there are some things that are in place that are going to help us leverage these accounts to their full potential. So, tip number two, leverage that 529 college savings plan, and understand that even if your kids get scholarships and they don't need the money or all the money that's in that account, there are ways for you to leverage it in other ways. Passing it to other immediate family members, using some of the money to pay off student loans, and also moving a portion of it into minor Roth IRAs. Okay, so now that we talked about that, let's get into these minor Roth IRAs. Okay, so for those of us that don't know what an IRA is an individual retirement account. Right, it is designed for one person to help them with savings for retirement. Now, a special type of individual retirement account is a Roth IRA. This is a type of account where the money that goes in, you've already paid taxes on it. But when you take the money out, no more taxes are paid as long as you use the account correctly. So, what that means is if I put money into this account and I make really good investment decisions and it grows all kinds of returns, and I get lots of compounding interest, all of that compound interest is tax free. That's why we like Roth IRAs. Now, why do we like them for our minors? Because with our minors, now it has even more time to compound that interest and continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. And the earnings are still not taxed. Now, one thing that you do want to pay attention to, of course, right? Anything that is good has its limitations. So with our Roth IRAs, whether they are minor or not, right now we're talking about minor Roth IRAs. Um, they are limited to $7,000, and this is in the year 2024, right? Of earned income contribution. So, what does that mean? That means that our child, if we're going to leverage this account, they have to have earned income in order to be able to put the money inside of the account. So now you might be asking, how is my child supposed to earn income? Well, friend, there are lots of different ways, and we're going to talk about that in number four. But for now, we need to know that, okay, we probably want to open up a minor Roth IRA for our child, and then leverage this account to help them save for retirement expenses and accrue that compounding interest tax free. So then they can withdraw it at a later date and have a head start. Now, the fourth way that we can put our child ahead is to support their entrepreneurial ventures, right? That lemonade stand that they want to have, if they like cutting grass, babysitting, braiding hair, right? Braiding hair is how I got started on my entrepreneurial journey. All of those are ways to earn income. So now, if you are supporting your child's entrepreneurial ideas and they're earning income, you can leverage that money and put it inside of their Roth IRA, right? Their minor Roth IRA, because they've earned money either with a skill or a service, selling a product, and the money that they've earned can be put in this account now, right? Mind blown, right? Other ways that you can support your child's entrepreneurial ventures is partner with them, right? And then that way you can help them understand how they can pay themselves, um, salary from the business, and then that income can be used to put inside of this account, right? So, right, this is really, really good stuff. So, we talked about today four ways to help you put your child ahead financially. Number one, right, we want to start saving now. We want to leverage a uniform transfer to minor account, commonly known as an UTMA, with a high yield savings, right? This is going to allow us to put money into our savings account and earn interest on that account. Up to $1,300 can be earned in interest and pay no taxes on it. We like that, right? Number two was to set up a 529 account. So 529 is a college savings vehicle. It allows us to set money aside for college and not pay any taxes on it as long as it's used for approved expenses. we learned today that the beauty of this account is even if we don't use all the expenses or all the money in the 529, some of that money can be rolled into a Roth IRA, right? Up to $35,000. Number three, we want to use that Roth IRA for our kids, right? We can put up to $7,000 in this account every single year, and they won't pay any taxes on the money when it comes out, right? That compounding interest that continues to grow is amazing. And then number four is support those entrepreneurial ideas, right? If they want to have the lemonade stand, let them have it. And then that way they have the earned income to put inside of these accounts. So I hope that this was a helpful session for you. If you enjoyed it, be sure to share it with somebody else that can benefit from what we talked about today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel where I share more gems like this that are easy to digest and start to implement to improve your financial situation. All right. If you are looking for additional resources, you can visit the links below this video. There are lots of freebies that are there for you. And if you're looking to work with somebody one-on-one to learn a little bit more about managing your finances better, you can also tap the link below this video and book a discovery call. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.